Poker Tour $500,000 guaranteed main event is happening at Texas Card House Spring from Tuesday, November 12th through Monday the 18th. $800 buy-in. Satellites for as low as $120. For more information, visit texascardhouse.com. Poker Tour rolls into Texas Card House Spring from November 10th through 22nd, with numerous big events featuring the $500,000 guaranteed main event. For full schedule, structures and details, visit texascardhouse.com.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the final table of the TCH 550K guaranteed from Sunday, October 27th. Wes will be joining me in a second, but is your other host, DT, in the booth right now. Thank you all for joining me so far this evening. We'll get started shortly. These players played a single day $300 buy-in, and these are the last 9 competitors trying to play for $12,300. It's a lot of money for a $300 buy-in. It's pretty good return on investment. So how's everyone doing tonight on this Halloween evening? Much more or much different stream than y'all are normally used to on Thursday night. I know a lot of y'all like to tune in for the 2-5 game, but since it's Halloween, we have a lot of people out. So we thought we'd still give y'all a little bit of content with this stream. That's why we sandbagged this one for y'all. Should be an exciting one. Here we go. Well, what? These are the final 9 players for the TCH 50K guarantee. We have High in the 9th seat, Tony in the 4th seat, Richard in the 7th seat, Thomas in the 6th seat, Raj in the 3rd seat, Angel in the 8th seat, Karya in the 5th seat, and Prashant in the 2th seat. I guess there are only 8.
We got a good-looking lineup today, don't we, David?
Yeah, we do.
What's going on, everybody? Glad to join you just a couple minutes late. Hope everybody is doing fantastic out there in chat tonight. Again, I'm sure David already told you, we got a special treat for you. We're going to air the final table of the 50K tournament that took place just a few days ago. He's already pointed out this star-studded lineup, and I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to seeing just how good of play we're going to see. A lot of Texas Card House regulars. Miss Korea back in seat 5. We got Raj making his first stream appearance on TCH Live 2, but an avid tournament player in the Texas Card House tournament circuit that's going on.
It's always good when your first stream is a final table of a tournament.
Oh, for sure.
Not one of the small cash games or anything. Just a tournament final table.
Oh yeah, talk about a great introduction to the streaming poker scene. So again, normally our final tables start 9-handed, but last night with 2 tables remaining, both 5-handed tables, we had a very rare occurrence in which 2 players were eliminated simultaneously. So we're going to final table with 8 players tonight and 8 of the best, to say the absolute least.
It's pretty rare. A double KO, especially when you're playing hand for hand.
Oh yeah, definitely so. And looky here, the Cowboys under the gun.
The shortest stack, great spot.
Oh yeah. That's the thing too, the shortest stack is not in the desperation zone yet, that sub 10 big blind area.
Yeah.
So he's got some
16 big blinds. He's got something to play for.
He does.
It's a little larger open, don't mind it. I feel like you just want the action though. You need the double up. Although no one would have given you any action with the hands dealt out.
No, not so.
But it's nice chip up though. It always feels good to chip up when you're one of the shorter. Actually, I believe, yeah, he's still the shortest stack.
Yep, he's got a little ways to go. Yeah, not by much. I mean, Angel just a little underneath here. Again, let's go ahead. Let's make our bold predictions now. All right, we're at the beginning of a final table here. I'm going to go ahead and say, based on what I know about these players, that Angel, he is going to absolutely thrash the competition from the short stack up until he takes down this tournament.
Angel's the only person I know on this table outside of having watched Miss Korea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Miss Korea did a great job in the last final table that we broadcasted here. Ended up with a third-place finish in that tournament, I might add.
Just coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah, here she is now with King Jack offsuit. Kojak, bang, bang.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but right behind her, Thomas with aces. He's going to make it 200 to go.
No hesitation. That's a big 3-bet.
And I would say that Thomas is probably the player with the least experience, at least I have, playing with Thomas. Sorry, I phrased that very poorly. He's the player I am least familiar with. But he is going to chase everybody out of the pot. He's going to salt the wound a little bit. He'll show the aces.
Whenever people show me aces and I fold them, I'm like, cool.
Yep. You got one pair. Let's see what you have on the flop.
Probably still one pair and still probably better than me. It's hard to make a pair.
Yeah, fair enough. Pair is hard to make. So again, the Trailblazer Tour rolling right along. The next stop is going to be at Texas Card House Spring.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. In our backyard, we don't have to drive a little bit for this one, but look at that. They keep showing pictures of my future car on screen, and I gotta tell you, everybody else is undressing her with her eyes, and I do not like it. You mark my words.
Did you get a chance to play in any of the events?
I did. I got a chance to fire a couple of them, had a couple of cashes as well, and looking forward to continuing to accumulate some big tournament points. That car will be mine.
Very important that Wes gets these points for his car.
Oh, yeah. Otherwise, if I hit that car, I can stop taking the bus up and down Westheimer every day.
But that's how you meet all the interesting new friends.
Oh, yeah. Lots of interesting friends for sure. And speaking of interesting, how about a suited connector? Queen Jack now.
Interesting to see High limp the button with such a strong hand. With the shorter stacks, I mean, I just assume everyone defaults to aggressive. I mean, you have so many of the chips in play. Outflops everybody.
Gunner ball, however, for Prasad.
Without diamonds, I don't think he's going to be calling too often. Yeah, without a 9, if the 9 were a 9 of diamonds, he can attempt to call,
Conceivably, yeah.
But he's just too short to really do anything other than fold, which feels bad with such a pretty hand.
We get a opportunity here. We'll check in. Our blinds are at 10,000, 20,000 with a 20,000 big blind ante. So costing our heroes about 50K in orbit to sit at the table right now, and that's if they're not doing anything. Of course, we know we got a couple of gamblers at this table. Matter of fact, I got a chance to catch up with Rich right before the tournament started on that blustery Sunday afternoon, and said that he was feeling like he was 22 years old again. He was ready to run deep, and by God, he did it.
That's a good feeling.
Oh, yeah.
See what he can do. Oh,
Does have sevens here.
hockey sticks.
Hockey sticks, walking sticks. Looking to hit that slot machine with a set of sevens on that flop, but eights right behind him. It's Raj.
This is probably just going to be, an all-in. And Richard's got the type of hand where he might be, disaster. He'll be able to get away from
this.
Tens are too strong to fold here, Tony.
Oh, no,
And
but Tony does find the fold. Another final tableist veteran.
I'm surprised.
We need all-in chips. All-in.
I guess it is quite a big shove, but
Yes, action's on 7. He's
I mean, even if you put your opponent on something like Ace-King, in the best case scenario there, you're flipping.
you're flipping.
And with ICM implications here, I can see tens folding a good percentage of the time.
Raj? Yeah, Richard gets away from it very easily.
Oh, absolutely.
I expected him to get away from that one, but I was surprised. No hesitation either, really.
No, just a quick glance and then a quick fold. Again, Tony is another one of those players we saw most recently on our last 100K. He was on the 100K final table. And he made some great folds there too. I mean, this one maybe questionable, but of course, hindsight's 2020. We can see that. He may have the same thought process we do at that point. Best case scenario, I'm flipping. And with ICM implications, I'm in a spot to at least ladder up one more time. So let's go ahead and wait it out. So I do think that's a good fold that makes Tony some money in the long run.
That's why Tony's at the final table, not me.
Fair enough.
Tens, such a good looking hand.
Oh yeah. In tens, jacks, queens. I think those are the hands I've lost the most tournaments on.
That makes sense.
Yep.
All right, six folds, 7 folds, 75. 9 raises, 75.
Yeah, pairs are going all around. And
Oh yeah.
this is another really big sizing coming from high. Like you shows the Cowboys.
Everything happened to me.
You want the action. You're the big stack.
Oh, for sure. You want to entice a small stack with ace high to come back over the top of you.
Or like with what just happened with Prashant, where Raj, where he shoved with 2 ace for 26. Like when you open so large, it's kind of raising what they would say a red flag, caution.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I play live all the time. I hear my
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I mean, it's going to be live. They'll like dub over it.
But again, a big thanks to everybody spending their Thursday night, their Halloween night with us here at Texas Card House Houston. If you haven't already hit that like button, now's the time to do so. And while you're at it, why not subscribe? Don't miss any action from any streaming Texas Card House location across the great Lone Star State. As Richard gonna wake up under the gun with a pretty looking hand, very pretty looking hand. King, queen offsuit, and Thomas will stick around.
I'm sorry. So far, this seems to be a lot more passive of a table and trying to put more money in when you have the big hands instead of letting people, dance with you. Richard.
I mean, personally, I don't see an issue with that. I mean, tournament poker is always going to move a lot slower than a cash game is. It's always going to be, not everybody is going to want to see a flop with 10-7 offsuit in a tournament. A couple players will. I know one of them sitting next to me. I personally don't in a tournament, but in cash, I'm coming for you.
It's just an unusual change of pace. I did plan a couple. I'm planning to play a couple more when the Trailblazer Tour hits here. At least the opening in the main.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Tournament play is just very different, and it hurts me so hard in the gut when I have to fold. Because I can't read.
Looks at 10-7 suited under the gun and knows he has to fold it. Poor guy.
Oh yeah, it hurts.
Rebel in the chat. How you doing, Rebel? Hope your Thursday is off to a fantastic start. As high, another premium. Kojak, bang bang. This time suited in diamonds. Miss Korea not going to stick around with her suited connector. Thomas the computer hand, but looky here, Richard ace king.
And
moving all in.
This is a lot of blinds to put in the middle.
It is, but he's also in an interesting spot. The second biggest stack at the table is going to try and double up through the big stack. I mean, ICM 101. If you're sitting on a big stack, don't tangle with the other big stack at the table if you don't have to.
I like the shove, actually.
I do, too.
Just because you don't have to play post-flop with the biggest stack.
Rebel, I want to see a flop with 10-7 off if I hit a boat. Yeah, there you go. Nobody's going to see 7 full of 10s.
So your standards are a lot higher than mine. I just want a gut shot. A gut shot. 9-6, an 8 gives me the nuts.
I mean, here's the deal. The dream flop for 10-7, I think, has got to be 7-9 jack. Because, what do we call that? That's Asian top set, right? A pair with any draw?
Yeah. But Asian top sets normally reserved for pair plus flush draw.
Pair plus flush? Okay.
Angel limping.
Well, yeah, ace-9 limp under the gun. And with his stack size, I'm a little surprised to see it, but
high limping a monster. Oh, and he induces
choose all in.
Rashad choosing not a bad hand to do this with.
No, not a bad hand at all.
Against their hands, as long as Angel doesn't call, he's actually in pretty good shape. Usually when you get called, it's big cards or little pairs. And a lot of the time, except against ace, queen, queens, you know, kings, aces, you're reasonably live. I don't see high ever folding.
No, he can't fold here. Absolutely not.
Of course, but
All right, well, Rasan all in and at risk for his tournament life here.
high folded, or not high, Angel folded an ace and a 9, so they both lose one of the cards they could hit.
And to the flop we go. Getting a queen or a 9, the thunder out in front. Instead, it's a king on the flop. Needs to go perfect.
Oh,
there we
and
go.
There's one of the perfects.
Needs a 10 and only a 10. And it's another king, and with that, Prasad is going to be our first player eliminated. And he is going to be taking home the 8th place prize of $1,490. Still not bad for a one-day tournament payout.
Little 5x.
I mean, most of the time you're looking at that for first place in a one-day tournament, but our standards here at Texas Card House are just a little bit higher.
I'll always take 5x my money.
Oh, for
a day's
sure.
work.
For sure. Again, it was a $300 buy-in. It was 30-minute levels. Still is 30-minute levels. Starting stack was 30,000 in chips.
Yeah, see, so I had to.
What's going on, Rebel? On Monday, I was in a tournament. I had 6-5 off. I bluff shoved on a flop of ace 10-10 and was snapped off by aces. Oh, God.
So the good news about that is, if he didn't have aces, he might have thought about it, or he or she might have thought about it. A lot of people think about when their bluffs go wrong because they get called by, you know, the nuts or second nuts. But I mean, think about what happens if they didn't have that.
Right, yeah.
You could look like a genius.
That is true.
That's the way I look at it. I could have been a genius if.
All right, we
they
got
didn't have
that.
it.
That's got to be the next round of TCH Live merch. I could have been a genius, Dave Thomas.
Could have been.
That dude's 4. I don't know what to tell you.
And a walk
Yeah.
with a perfectly playable hand in the big blind.
Oh, yeah. So 7 players remaining on our quest for money. As we can take a look here, top prize taking home 12,300 big ones. 82.80 to second, third 52 and change, just under 53. 39, 28.5, 21.5, and 1,800 will go to our next player eliminated.
Things are going the highest way so far at the table.
Oh yeah, definitely so.
When you're the chip leader and you get that momentum going, it's one of the best feelings.
Oh yeah, you just gotta feel like it's his tournament to lose at this point.
We've seen it so many times where the chip leader gets that momentum going and then the tournament's just over.
Richard pocket 4s from the cutoff.
Sailboat's going away. They going sailing. It looks like.
Yeah.
I've seen. Oh,
there we go.
double in. People who don't believe in live tells. I don't know if y'all noticed that. I feel like I see that a lot in cash games where people
for sure.
want to fold.
He does flop a set though. Look at this.
Not much going on for everybody else. We got middle pair, no
Pair of 5s for Raj.
Let's see if he can. Raj trying to deny equity more than bet for value.
See, and this is one of those situations where Richard's got to think, what is going to donk lead into me other than a flush draw at this point? He knows a king's not going to do it. I don't think a middle pair is going to be a good candidate to do so either. But
Richard wants to play for it all.
oh yeah, and I think it's the right move too. I mean, if he's got him on a flush draw, what else would he be donking with at that point?
The only hand you can, like, there's so many straight draws, flush draws he could be donking with.
Exactly, but it's a draw. That's the classification he's got to put him on. So put a stop to it now is the process. And Rebel, is this tournament every month? Yes, in some way, shape, or form, yes. So most months it'll be a 50K. However, there are going to be some months where it is a 100K guarantee. And there's also a bunch of 100Ks coming up here at the Houston location in December. But stay tuned for that. I can only tease you a little bit on that one, but there will be plenty of tournament action coming your way from Houston.
That's good.
There we go, Miss Korea. The ladies.
yes.
Waking up with ladies.
And with such a short stack, this is a tournament player's dream. This,
Yeah.
this is where I'm
We're
going to
sitting
double
on
up.
15 big blinds. There she goes. 300 even.
If anyone gets some... Oh, Richard.
Wow.
Probably going to put these in the muck. You're just flipping at best.
Well, you're either flipping or you're completely screwed with an
Yeah.
overpair. Yep.
Angel,
Oh
uh-oh.
boy. The other
This-
short stack.
This feels bad, too, because you know she's not doing this. Yeah, good fold.
Wow.
She's just never doing it super light.
It's a very disciplined fold from Angel. I respect the hell out of it.
You're just hoping she has jacks at that point.
Right, and that particular hand, I mean, with high stack or even Richard at that point, I think they can comfortably make that call with ace queen. But
I don't know if I would, even as a cash player who loves it, I don't even know if I'd make it
really,
with ace queen off. I'd probably just choose ace queen suited and all my ace kings.
okay.
Because then if you call with all your ace queens, you're calling probably too much.
Yeah, that's true. I think really in that case for the stack of high, that's got to be one of those randomizer hands, though. So I want to throw in 25% of my stack, hoping I'm flipping at this point. That's true. That's true.
I do want to. Tournaments are making me want to do true randomization way more often. I don't do it enough in cash. I think people are like, well, how do you decide with what? Just flip a coin. Do I? I actually choose, my method of randomization is where the second hand is on my watch when I look at it.
Really?
If it's in the first 30 seconds, it's a yes, and if it's in the latter 30 seconds, it's a no. And that's how I choose.
Okay. Respect. I respect that. This Korea with Trey is going to make the call, and away we go.
A race.
And it is a interesting flop for Trey's, to say the least. Open ender comes Raj. So a trade for Korea would be terrible.
She rips it. I think Raj might have too much hand to fold.
I think he does too. He does make the call, and now all in and at risk is Miss Korea. Sees that two of his outs are what he's up against here as we go to the turn. It's a deuce, and now one card to come. Raj with 9 outs.
No longer 9 outs because the ace.
And look at that.
Great.
A straight.
Best hand held up.
Yep.
Actually, the deuce was a great card for.
Deuce was a fantastic card.
Yeah,
in
they killed the
retrospect.
ace. Killed the ace.
So, Rebel, I will answer that question. Yes. So this tournament did start on Sunday. However, we did not get the final table till about 1 o'clock in the morning on Monday. So when we found out that there was not going to be our normal 2-5 stream because people have to take kids trick-or-treating and such, we decided to go ahead and postpone the broadcast of said tournament until tonight. So what you're seeing, yes, did happen on Sunday. They kept us in the dark about it to the extent where I was at work working the floor and someone started talking about the tournament. I had to actually physically say, no, I can't know anything.
No spoilers.
Which is insane because Raj is a very good friend of mine, and I felt like he was ghosting me for a long time until I caught up with him today saying, hey, man, why aren't you talking to me? And he says, they told me not to. Like, what?
At least, good man, honoring.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A man of honor for sure. And I didn't even know he had made the final table. I went home at 3 p.m. that day. That's when my shift ended. And I didn't hear anything about it.
Mr. Richard folding the Jack 7 off.
Raj, big lick. No use going to war with that.
I like that nickname. It's, I mean, for obvious reasons, but it's.
Oh, yeah. Who
I
doesn't like a big lick? Come on.
I wonder how many of the poker hands have newer age names versus old, like the old, true time tested names. Like obviously the Dirty Diapers new, Big
Dirty
Lips
Diapers
new.
new, the dead man's hand. What would you classify that as, an oldie or a newbie?
It's oldie.
Really oldie? I mean, that was when Doc Holliday was shot,
Yeah,
right?
I mean
Yeah.
that's well. I guess they all say that the origin of that hand is like everyone says there's a little different to the story as it goes, but
I mean, the tale I know is that Doc Holliday was shot in the back while holding Ace-8 offsuit in a poker game at the OK Corral.
that's not the story I've heard. But,
Really?
well, it's all variations of that,
Uh-huh.
where he was in a hand and did not have. Well, I guess the most absurd variation is that he'd also flopped a full house. That was not the best hand.
Interesting. Okay. Miss Korea gonna bet at it. She's got top pair. Wants to keep anybody from obtaining equity. I do think this bet will get it done. Again, with Korea's stack, it does look a lot more intimidating. She also knows that she's up against a similar size stack. So any taxation there is going to be brutal for the both of them, making the turn that much more pressure-filled, and not to mention probably a really rough decision on the river should some a jack hit, per se, on that river.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not pretty much every turn card other than an ace or a 7 is.
Yeah, it's going to be sweaty. Yeah. Rebel, yes. So the final table started 8-handed. 2 players eliminated on the TV table bubble, which is very rare occurrence. Very rare occurrence. I know a lot of tournament players that come in saying, "Hey, my goal is just to play on live stream so I can hear you talk crap about the way I play." And one of those players actually in seat 3 said that exact thing to me before the tournament started. That is Raj out there. And Raj, wow.
Oh, getting a little out of line. And,
unfortunately.
I actually don't mind it because when you're on the shorter stack, people are just gonna look you up for that a lot less.
Yep. Definitely so, and it's an easy thing to represent if it comes a rather premium flop. But Raj with 6 tray, Miss Korea with kings. She's gonna put his metal to the test here.
And
It's not quite gonna put him all in.
no phones at the table, sir.
Yep. The guy's got a bet on Sunday night football. Let him go. Actually, no, this would have been Monday morning football
Yeah,
at
Monday.
this point.
You know, man, just take a picture. As long as you don't use it. Though.
Nice pickup.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Victoria's chipped up too.
That she has.
Now, you know, encroaching on second and chips. She only, 1 or 2 hands away from that.
No worries, Tom.
It's such an interesting spot, too. Again, it's costing our heroes 50K in orbit right now. I mean, right now there's only a couple of stacks in the not even in the danger zone yet. I think there's only 1 stack in the danger zone, and that is Raj's stack. But again, these guys, when they've wanted to play hands, they've been playing big pots to do it.
With the raise sizings, they're gonna play big pots.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sure, like with most of the higher stakes tournaments we're used to seeing, like the $1,100 buy-ins, the $5,000 buy-ins, we start to see some more like
Optimal plays.
exactly the GTO, like the min-click raise. Let's see where I'm at here. Then the coming back over the top for 3.5 instead of 4. You know, it's just
A raise like what Raj did.
exactly.
And I like what Raj did. If they call, he can play post. If they go all in, he can fold.
Yeah, it's a board covering hand that's definitely favorable toward the upper echelon. It's one of those that won't play too well post flop, especially on in this case, a blackboard.
Yeah.
But Angel with the mighty ducks, and he's gonna ship it.
He's been picking up on Raj's light opens. And does get it through. Best hand.
Yeah, for now. So Raj unable to get another little click through.
Big pickup too.
Yeah.
When they fold and you stuck it in with deuces, it feels great.
Oh,
But
for
I mean,
sure.
I think he figured it out when he raised folded to Miss Korea's 3-bet, and then he raised here that he might be a little lighter than normal.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
out of hand. What the?
I mean, I don't want to say it's a tilt thing at all. I mean, that hand, Queen 10, definitely warranted a raise compared to the 6 tray we just
Yeah.
saw not too long ago. But
I actually like the. I understand the thought process behind the 6 tray raise, but the Queen 10 raise, I think, normal.
Yeah, I think just about anybody in his shoes is going to make that raise. As Miss Korea looks down at Ace Queen offsuit.
She's picking up hands now.
The mighty 7 deuce for Thomas straight to the muck. Whereas Dave Thomas would play it like aces in a 2-5 game.
Only if we play the 7 deuce game. I swear, whenever we play the 7 deuce game, I never get dealt 7 deuce. And then when we're not playing the 7 deuce game, I see it a million times. It's not fair.
No.
I do like it when people, tournament players, every now and then go bananas with it for no incentive whatsoever.
Right, exactly, just because it's there. And speaking of tournaments, don't forget about the Friday Mayhem Super again every Friday starting at 6 p.m. It's a $25 buy-in, a $10K guarantee, and we're guaranteeing a payout of $3,500 to first place. So there is no better way to start your weekend off than with the Friday Mayhem Super.
I still haven't played. I was gonna play one weekend,
know.
and you were gone. And
I was.
I wanted to play when you were here. Yeah, I'll be good for 3 to 5 bullets in that.
3 to 5 bullets. All right. Rebel, you can make a good argument for that too. Yes, you can argue that he's putting himself beyond the point of no return by raising there. But I do think that one of the maxims that I learned in poker very early was he who fights but runs away lives to fight another day. He can look for a better spot. Sure, he's not going to get as much of a payout when he doubles up, but he's going to have better odds at it because the other short stack at the table just went over the top of you. You know he's not going to do that with anything less than a high ace-x holding or some kind of pocket pair, but you'll probably negate one of the 2 cards in your hand.
One of the things that I learned when watching tournament players, especially on the short stack play, when they do the raise fold scenario, is just when it does work, it's worth more than what you bet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you get a walk, if you got a walk there, that's he's gonna chip up, but like the same thing goes with the 6-3 hand. It's just a lot of people are probably going to overfold to your aggression because of your stack depth.
And speaking of aggression, Thomas going to bump it up, make it 60,000 to go with the Jiggities. Angel, oh boy. All in he goes.
And stack size just dictates this, although it is still a pretty big shove for 20 big blinds almost.
So Angel all in for just south of 400K. It's going to chase everybody away up to Tony, it looks like, who wants a count. And the suspense is killing me. What's Tony got? Oh my goodness, here we go.
If he just calls, this looks so strong.
Oh yeah.
And it is.
Man.
And it's disaster. All the chips are getting in the middle.
Thomas with jacks. What to do?
This is a dicey spot where in cash I would honestly lean just towards folding. Your hand's gonna.
Oh, you've never folded jacks pre-flop a day in your life.
For my
man.
stack, yeah.
For your stack? All right. I don't know about that one, but I'm going to review some footage later. But
I honestly think he could get away from this. Tony's hand is either ace-king or a better hand. I think Tony would just call with aces here. There's no reason to raise. You want Thomas to make the move. I mean, there's not much more behind, so.
But back to the subject of the open fold conversation. I mean, the open fold range, especially at this late stage in a tournament, is going to be so wide. You've been playing with these guys in a multi-fight tournament, probably the better part of 2 days now. Or in this case, you've been playing with them for about 13, 14 hours. So you're going to know that when they come over the top of you, it's for one of 2 reasons. They sense weakness or they have the goods.
Yeah.
And these guys have been playing together for a long time in this particular day. So I do think that the open fold especially later parts of a tournament, is a strong strategy. You can figure things out. Has this guy's perception of me changed? It's playing the meta game in a way where the information you gain may be worth losing that min click.
I think tournament poker has so many more nuances like that than cash game poker because of those meta games that can get built up in a tournament. Like you're right. These players have just played with each other for a ton of time now.
Oh yeah. Thomas with a rough decision here.
I can't fault him for doing either, to be honest.
No, no.
Folding, I think it's fine. I think
maybe a time for you to flip your coin.
I agree. Do true randomization.
You can hear floor manager Stephen Gamble quieting the peanut gallery over on table 1. Looks like Tony wants to call time. And I can't remember.
And he folds. He's in a good laydown.
Also, I can't remember the last time we actually had clock called on one of our shows. Oh my goodness! Now Thomas gonna see just what an incredible fold he made.
Fucking way jacks are any good.
So all in and at risk is Angel with ace queen. He needs an ace. Queen won't do it. We go to the flop.
That ain't it.
6 tray 7, 2 diamonds. Diamonds are covered. Another 7. He needs an ace. Only an ace will do it. To the river. Oh! He finds it. Oh
Ace
my
from
goodness.
Space. Ace from space.
Wow.
Poker, Tony.
Wow. And that's the thing. Angel's going to tell you that was all calculated.
Yeah. A much needed double for Angel too. Now he's one of those middling stacks.
Oh yeah.
And Tony's taking his place. Now Tony's, I think, left with 20 big blinds, which is still plenty to work with.
Oh yeah, plenty to work with indeed. Again, the way that this final table is playing so big with these blinds, I don't think this is going to last very long.
No, the pots are just so massive.
Oh yeah.
Which is, I think, one of the things I like about tournament, like high-level tournament poker, is that the players have figured out ways to make much more play out of so much fewer chips. Because I'm used to playing 1,000 big blinds deep.
Oh yeah.
Not 30 big blinds deep. And it's just such a different style of poker.
Ace-8 for Raj on the button. Very jammable hand, and he's going to do it.
Lines have just gone up, too, to 1530K. 1530-30.
Oh, my goodness.
This might be a call for... Actually, it's not mine. This is a call.
This has to be a call.
This is a call. King High is versus the button shove for 3.3 big blinds.
Yep, this is a call every time.
You've already...
You can hear her. Here we go. So Ace-8, King-7, all in and at risk for his tournament life is Raj. See if that Ace-X holding can do it twice as we go to the flop.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness, a 2-pair flop for Miss
outs.
Korea. A 10
A couple
and
more
out.
outs.
Can pick up a 9. To the river we go.
Oh.
It's a 7, and with that, it's 7s full of 6s. That is going to eliminate Raj, and he will go out in 7th place, but he will not be going home in vain for his 7th place finish. He'll be taking home a cool $1,800 for his efforts.
Not a bad payday. Good job, Raj.
Yep, definitely.
I like the way he played.
Well played, and hopefully you'll stop ghosting me now.
If he still ghosts you, what's that going to mean?
I don't know. I got my sad violin
Raj, if you're
music.
listening, ghost him for like another day. Just one day. Just one day.
All right, so we got ourselves a dealer change, so don't you go anywhere. Back right after this.
Tour $500,000 guaranteed main event is happening at Texas Card House Spring from Tuesday, November 12th through Monday the 18th. $800 buy-in. Satellites for as low as $120. For more information, visit texascardhouse.com.
So Miss Helen will take over the dealing duties as we continue to roll merrily along here. We have 6 players left in our quest for a $12,300 payday. Our next out will be taking home $2,150 for their efforts.
My favorite part about Helen in the box is, at least when I'm playing cash with her in the box, she deals with thunder.
Oh, for sure. We call her action dealer for a reason. And looky here, Tony, ace king, 430K.
He's on the shorter side too now. He can
I
make
don't
it small.
think,
He can make it large.
This is going to be a jam scenario for ace king, especially on the button.
Yeah, he can make it small. He can open 3 or 4x. He can open 2.5x, 2x. He can jam. I don't. I think because of the blinds, I think jam is okay. It's never the worst. But as long as he does something other than fold.
Does go for the size of 80,000. I like that sizing.
I like the sizing too.
And now Miss Korea, a very defendable hand. But again, with one player behind her and ICM implications looming, I do think this is a comfortable fold.
Just no bluff other than a 3.
I mean,
even 5-4 deuce.
Provided that the big blind calls, then you're getting a good price to set line. But you don't know if you're getting that good price yet. I do think this is a fold a good 9 times out of 10. Unless it's a situation where you just know the guy sitting to your right so well that you're going to want to see a flop with almost any 2 cards. Thomas with Jack 6 suited.
Getting a great price. I mean, I don't mind the fold, but I'm putting him in the call.
I think so too. With that price, you're getting to see a flop with a suited Jack. Yes.
Broadway. Oh, disaster for Tony.
Talk about disaster. Immediately checking is Miss Korea. Tony gonna bet big at it, and this is only gonna end one way.
It is indeed only gonna win one way. With 250 behind, I don't mind her just calling, because you want him.
Wow.
You don't want him to fold.
There it is.
There, but
Raise all in. Snap called, and now all in and at risk.
Tony gonna need a lot of help here.
Oh yeah. Tony looking down the barrel of a 6th place finish.
When he asked if she had a set, he immediately went to 10.
Oh boy.
What a big pop from this Korea.
Turn, it's a 4, and it is over. Tony drawing completely dead to the river, and that will do it. Miss Korea gonna eliminate Tony in 6th place. So, wasting no time, action dealer Helen comes onto the screen and immediately.
That's what we said. Helen deals thunder.
And now checking in, of course, nice job, Tony. We wish you the very best of luck. We definitely have not seen the last of you on the TCH Live stream. Well, 5th place out next to take home $2,850. Our final 5 players, and wow, they have been dropping like flies today, Mr. Thomas.
Yes, they have. Big hands too. It's not like
I know,
which is the weird part, because sometimes you see not big hands do the knockouts. But these are big hands versus big hands. You know, top pair, top kicker versus bottom set. Yep. That's a cooler.
Awesomely played indeed, Miss Korea. Awesomely played indeed. Hail Oz in the chat, my friend, showing Miss Korea some love. We love it, my friend. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday.
And now she's chipped up to 2nd in chips. I'm shocked to see the 10-9. I think
small blind, that's going to be, I mean, I don't know. Rich to my left.
He does play so aggressive.
He
that
does.
I will probably just limp it.
Yep.
Because his bad hands are going to be, you're in great shape against them. And his good hands, he's just going to raise right away, and you can, for not a good price, you can just, I don't think you need to raise, to raise, because I think you're just dusting kids.
I mean, especially if Rich checks behind, you know you're ahead.
Yeah.
If Rich
You
checks
hit your
behind.
10, you hit your 10 or 9, you're ahead.
Yep. High gonna open king queen offsuit.
High with a limp.
Oh no, he did
What?
limp.
He's pretty passive with really strong hands.
Wow,
And
Richard with
Richard,
force.
yeah, getting a great price. Definitely There's no fold. Y'all have crap. What a
Interesting laydown from High. The question now for Thomas. Do you stick around for an additional 70K? Answer, no.
and that's a huge win with fours.
I'll say that's a
Getting a hand as strong as King Queen to fold
Exactly.
is insane.
One hand right there. I was like, oh, it's always that hand.
Playing circumstance.
This High is it's rare to see someone limp that many strong hands. He limped Ace King earlier and it worked out.
yeah, it worked
He
great.
laid a trap.
I mean, if he was trying to lay a trap there, he had a perfect opportunity for the limp raise. But
I mean, you can't avoid tangling with the other big stacks now.
well,
You
no,
have
there's
to.
5
Yeah.
players left. You're gonna be in the pot with them a lot now.
You want to win the tournament, you gotta fight.
Exactly. You can take a chunk out of that stack pre-flop too by 3-betting. I mean, yeah, do it.
Yeah, you sure want to see these cards? I promise you.
5-handed.
I mean, and realistically, from that position, the cutoff, I mean, it's going to be a lot of weird Jack X holdings that are going to be opening.
If Richard's holding Ace Deuce on the button when it folds to him, and High knows that he's holding a hand that strong, I don't mind his fold. If he's just watched him play all day, that's just him playing the player.
The raise coming from Ace King of Hearts, making it 100 to go. Angel going to be content to see a flop with Jack 9 off suit. So heads up we go. Angel with Jack 9, High, Ace King of Hearts.
That looks like a good flop for Ace King.
I'll say.
I don't think Angel's going to have the dirty or the clean diaper, so
Nope. Does end up showing him.
much more friendly table too. A lot of people showing hands.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Again, we're not, like the last tournament that we streamed here, first place was playing for 36 grand in change. I mean, less than half of
That's
that
true.
for first place here. Sure, probably going to see a lot more of the Rex come in for a game like this rather than your tournament grinders, but it's still a good time regardless.
I mean, Thomas is going to town with that massage. She's been getting a massage the whole time of the stream.
Oh yeah, why not? You're about to make at least $2,400. Why not splurge $60 on a half-hour massage or this?
It's
this
going
case,
to be an hour.
It's going to be an hour long for sure.
I don't think I've ever seen someone get an hour-long massage at a poker table.
Really, you don't
I've
spend
seen
a lot
30
of time at the WSOP tournaments then.
I've seen 30 minutes to 45, but I've never seen more than an hour.
Okay.
And it's usually not because they don't want the massage for longer. It's usually because the massage lady has to go to another client.
Right. Rebel, are you talking about the tournament schedule for the Trailblazer Tour? Because if not, the daily tournament schedule is already posted on the Texas Card House Houston website. That being said, the Trailblazer Tour has also posted its official schedule for the spring stop. And that's all kicking off here in mid-November. Wow.
Ray out flopping ace king suited. Angel, we're going to keep pressure on. We've made a pair. If we've seen this flop with the pair and a backdoor flush draw, I don't think we can hold just yet. I am wrong.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know what we're trying to flop with 3.
All right, so yeah, Rebel, the daily schedule is posted on the Texas Card House Houston website. It includes everything from the Friday Mayhem Super Tournament all the way until the next, I believe it's a 100K tournament in the last week
Of November, right?
of November, yes. But there may be some correction on that I don't think they're going to want to run a 100K tournament at the same time that somebody's running their $500,000 guaranteed main event. I think that there's probably won't be a 100K like we thought earlier, but at least if I were in charge of logistics, it wouldn't be. That's interesting, Rebel. I'm sorry to hear that.
So we can contact them and let them know.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'll be making some phone calls before I head home tonight.
We got the lips continuing. Everyone wants to kind of play small ball with a small hand. Oh, I like this. Victoria is showing up big today. She knows these players are very risk averse lately.
Oh boy, but here comes Thomas.
And Thomas tired of it.
Richard can't wait to fold Jack.
$9, right? Yeah. You know what? Just give me the sandwich without the potato salad.
Okay. Well,
I'm about to win.
Priorities, right?
If I'm about to win at least $2,500, I'll stick with the potato salad.
You know what? I am not a potato salad fan, but Miss Karya gonna make the call with King High.
Is there a card? Nope. I think that looks like 2 kings.
It does look like 2 kings, so possibly a misread. Definitely
That's
a misread.
But once again,
Oh boy.
the Thunder's been dealt.
Sevens against kings, all in and at risk. Is Thomas for his tournament life. We'll find out in a minute if he decided to go with the potato salad, but now...
I think he said not.
Oh, really? Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'll tell you what, Hyde. The next time you get in this situation and you need to sweat the potato salad, I'll get you the potato salad.
So a clean flop for the kings, still out in front.
All right, man. You take it easy,
2
man.
outs for Thomas. To be going to the river. It's got to be a 7 and only a 7.
It's always coming 7. 9.
And a 9. So with that, Miss Korea scores another elimination. And Thomas going to find himself out in 5th place. But again,
Good job, Thomas.
for his efforts, $2,850. Definitely nothing to scoff at, but it's a $1,000 pay jump.
That's a big pay jump now.
To our next place out in 4th.
And just Victoria's gift up, way up now.
Oh yeah, she's the chip leader now. She just passed over High. Only player sub 1 million chips now is Angel.
And that's still a ton to work with.
See another shot at tournament director Stephen Gamble. Oh, the newest addition to the management staff here at TCH Houston has been doing a damn fine job. He worked over at Borgata for a while, running all those big WPT tournaments.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Very knowledgeable man.
definitely so.
So glad to see you do that.
And the Thunder continues to be dealt.
Oh yeah, King Queen from Miss Korea.
Four-handed, a monster on the button.
Absolute monster.
The 3X, yeah, I imagine a lot of.
That's why I asked for some earlier. They told me sit down. I was like, okay.
They have so much. There's so many chips in their stacks. This is incredibly deep for this stage of the tournament. I mean, 60 is it 60 big blinds for Historia, Richard, 50. I mean, that's a lot.
I mean, that it is. We're in for some deep stack poker. I think we're going to start to see play slow way down now.
I think so too.
I mean,
No one wants to make a misstep.
Exactly. Practically everybody is deep stacked.
I mean, even Angel has almost 30 big blinds.
He does, and he's the short stack of the table.
Check my position and the condition of this.
If I had a nickel for every time I heard Richard say that line, I would not need to play poker anymore. I checked my position and my condition.
I wonder how many. Was it? Let's say he says it a million times, and you're making 50K. I mean, you take that. That's so many times to say that. Right?
I know.
How long would it take?
Well, let's see here. So if I got 25 cents, let's say he says it 4 times a tournament. That's 20 cents a tournament. Run here at Texas Card House. We run 9 tournaments a week.
Big stack.
Multiply that times 52. You know, never mind. You know, I only make $93.06. 60
To be
cents
fair,
a year.
that's a lot of money.
It
off
is,
of
yeah.
a nickel every time.
It is. I mean, I'm starting to see why all these musicians get upset when their royalties are below 15 cents. But yeah,
That's a very good analogy. That's a very good analogy. No, we can't be folding ace high.
no, not 4-handed. Angel's got the right idea.
Yeah, my money's on Angel now.
Absolutely.
Angel's a veteran. He's a veteran of the Houston poker community.
When it comes to final tables that I've played in the city of Houston, I need multiple hands and feet to count on digits, either fingers or toes, how many times I've seen Angel at my final table. And he's a fantastically fierce competitor, too. You saw him. He came in second shortest stack. And here he is fighting his way into top 4. He's made himself, just that last week up alone, made him $1,000.
Down for an ICM or something like
So Rebel, we talked about it just a little bit ago. I think with Spring doing it, their big $500 million guarantee, we probably won't see one for TCH Houston this next month. I mean, we're only 40 minutes away from Spring, so it's probably not going to be the best idea to try and siphon players from Spring to come play that tournament.
Especially at your own.
Exactly, we're all a team.
Your own house, yeah.
We're all a team. Texas Card House unite through the same banner. And that banner's confused me for a long time before moving out to Texas. I thought it was a weird cross. And then I actually looked at the logo.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I guess I'm so used to the chips now. It's normal.
I mean, back when Texas Card House first started streaming is when I first started knowing that they existed. I was still in Las Vegas at the time, and just seeing this weird cross-looking thing on the chips, I never looked into it to see. Oh, it's a spade, a heart, a diamond, and a club. Yep. But it never looked that way when you're looking on a computer screen watching the live stream. Really gotta look at it.
So you want the analysis it doesn't matter.
Well, you're drawing, you probably should have.
that. I was talking about ICM.
Our guys are
Are we
pretty low.
all night?
And it makes sense because they're playing small ball with the stack sizes right now. Oh,
No, I mean, why don't you
Angel knows he doesn't want to ice him. He knows his edge.
That he does, yes. And when it comes to an ICM chop, who does it favor? It doesn't favor the chip leader. It doesn't favor those middle of the pack. It favors the people at the end of the spectrum. The opposite end of the spectrum. So I definitely understand. As a short stack, sure, I'd love to see ICM numbers. As a big stack, I don't think so.
I think the only time I would consider ICM it would be as a big stack would be if I have more than half the team. Right?
Okay, that's fair.
Not that I don't think I could run away with a tournament. I think I could save 4 hours of my life.
Chip up before ICM.
Before ICM, yep. I mean, the fact that it's already been put out there is kind of shocking me, though. I mean, you've spoken that thing into existence almost.
I think Hyde just wants to relax and enjoy a sandwich.
I mean, he didn't get the potato salad. He's not going to enjoy it to its fullest.
That's true. Oh, Hi, you can't fold this, Hi. It's gonna hurt me so hard.
Fold it, Hi. Fold it. Yes, sir.
God, in four-handed tournament poker, pretty sure I would raise that. Most people would.
Oh my goodness.
It hurts. It hurts.
Like throwing holy water on a vampire in here.
Basically, that's how I feel right now. Yeah. It just stings.
It's not, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm
No, what we can do is ask them to check.
yeah.
Yeah, and then if you're okay with the payout.
I'm gonna be that last. You understand? Like it doesn't matter.
You're the one that gets the best benefit from it.
Yeah, but usually the low chip is
Low man always gets the
These players
benefit.
actively campaigning, and they're trying to convince
I-
the short stack to
Because,
ICM.
it's because they're all equivalent, roughly equivalent. There's a small gap.
Yeah, no, I see you at every
This is peer pressure at work.
Oh yeah. Again, like when it comes to tournaments, I mean, you should never shun somebody for not wanting the job. I mean, they've got as much invested into this as you at this point. The time, the money, the effort. I mean, it's your right to say, hey, I don't want to
Oh
job this
no!
kid. Oh my goodness!
Goodness. Highest not folding. You can't fold this hand three-hand or four-handed.
I can just ICM after. Easy.
oh
shit.
Oh my
No,
goodness!
Angel knows he's in trouble.
Yep. So Richard.
Richard gets
This
a
is
terrible
snap.
price.
This is a snap fold
Or-
every time. Did he just call?
No, he's making the bet right.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
If y'all don't want ICM, then y'all can do this.
Oh, and
Here we go, all in and at risk. Angel with ace king, high with queens. The classic race.
it is. And an ace is dead.
Oh yeah, one ace is dead. You're
And
right.
Angel's okay. And at this point, you have to be okay with the flip.
So away we go. And
Oh,
it's an ace king
oh, yes,
board.
there.
Play the queen.
What a big flop. I wonder if Angel wins this and says ICM it.
I don't know. Nine of spades, and with that, two pair. Aces and kings, gonna double Angel up.
Double, too, for Angel.
Practically switching places
Yeah.
with high. Wow.
You're better than ever, you said. I think you must be.
That's a big double for Angel now. If I were him, I would not
No,
ICM it.
it's not time to ICM anymore. No, it's time to continue going for blood.
And once again, I think Angel knows his edge here. He's played with these people all this time. He's a veteran.
There. Now you want to ice it?
No,
No, I don't want to.
No, ICM sounds really good.
Hey, it's
With that
really
ice
dressed
in?
up like a Power Ranger.
Oh, is it ace king versus
For
queen?
those who don't know, actually, no way you can know.
Yeah.
David's wearing a Power Ranger
Oh,
costume
God.
today in the booth.
It's Halloween. I'm the Green Ranger.
Tony, I clued him too. Ace king against queens. I think a king, an ace on the river.
Yes, Angel lying about the flip.
Yeah.
Tell JB we're not going. Tell JB we're not. I just told him final four. Yeah.
What a flip, though.
yeah.
Angel going from the shortest, one of the shortest stacks at the table.
That was a setup.
Second
Chip
in
leader.
chips. Second in
I think
chips.
he's chipped now.
No,
2 million.
Miss Korea is still the chip leader. I don't think he's got 2 million yet.
It said 2.
He's got like 1.15, I think I saw. Oh, he
2?
does have 2. Yeah, he will be the chip leader. Wow. Oh, that's right. Miss Korea was in the pot. Richard initially raised. Okay,
Yeah.
All right, that makes more sense.
And the Angel doing what he knows how to do. This is the I like this big stack bully poker
Oh,
for players who know how to do it well.
And what was the line? I cut off one of his legs. Now he just had to press down until he fell over.
Alright, Helen, blinds are up next hand, okay?
All right, looks like we're going to get one more hand in at 15-30-30, so blinds are going to continue to climb.
See if Angel wants to. I wouldn't mind if Angel just started opening any two, because you're gonna lose a couple hands, but the amount of non-resistance you're gonna get, especially if Miss Corey is folding Jackson off blind versus blind. I mean, if he knew it, we were watching right now, he'd be raising any two.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They're gonna 3-bet you with their strong hands. They're gonna call with their weak hands, and you can play some true street poker.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's also like the perception, too. I think maybe playing something for Angel. He's seen all these big hands from everybody going to war. He knows that they aren't going to be in the pot with anything less than premiums at this point. I think that has to be the thought process.
Hi, waking up with what just dethroned him. Just putting it in there. Jack 10, I believe the same suit she just had, going in the muck.
Did it 3 times. It's time for a lottery ticket.
And that's not a call.
No. You see, if he had got the potato salad,
Yeah,
he wins that flip.
that's the true randomization factor there for variance determining factor is whether or not you got a potato salad.
Man. Anybody else really want potato salad now, or is that just me?
Are you a mustard or mayonnaise based potato salad?
I am a mayonnaise based, but there has to be some mustard in there.
That's fair.
Yeah, there has to be some.
That's fair. That little twang.
Yeah,
that comes with
absolutely.
it. Yeah.
Now, the psychopaths that put the German hot mustard in there, you and me need to have some words. I love spicy food, but when I'm trying to eat a nice, refreshing salad, last thing I want is my tongue catching fire.
Yes, it's cool, refreshing, and then bam, bite.
Yep.
Just tear things up.
Miss Poirier knows what's going on. Ace high, four-handed, great hand.
An offsuit again. That's a button open 9 times out of 10, but this short-handed game is proving different. Angel, Hawk, Queen.
Three. Three bet.
What? 300.
Just going large. Doesn't want to play post flop versus Miss Poirier, and I think he just wants to set the price so she can't
catch anything,
Yeah.
and then jam that flop. Yep.
This is very cash game-esque sizing.
Yep.
You actually this time.
And as these stacks start to even out too, we might be able to make a much better case for an ICM chop.
Yeah. If everybody gets even, that's when an ICM chop. I think that's when I would actually consider an ICM chop. Realistically, is if everyone's within 100 or 200,000 of each other at this point in time. Just chop it up, go home. But I could also see the inverse of it, where Angel, like if I'm in Angel's shoes, I'm just gonna not chop. Richard with a big open wants everyone to fold, which I don't mind. Uh-oh.
There we go. Pocket eights for Miss Korea.
At least a call. Yeah.
Yep.
It's worth at least a call. And Miss Cora is the season tournament player.
Oh, very much so. I still have nightmares about the times my aces were cracked by quad fours. Oh, yeah. Author of that bad beat, Miss Korea. 7, 6, 9. Wow, open-ended. The boot.
I wouldn't mind a lead on this flop because he's gonna. Yeah, I like this.
Yep.
You're not folding to a bet. Richard hates his hand now. Yeah.
I don't think even having the 5 of clubs is going to change your mind there.
No, just finish straight in the buck. Even versus like Jack 4 of clubs, you're having to dodge a Jack and a bunch of clubs. I guess the best case scenario would be like, yeah, Jack 4 of clubs where there's one over, flush draw, no straight draw. But good pickup by this. Oh, come on, Angel. Don't let me down.
2 for 2. Come on, Angel, fold it. I want to see this man burst into flames.
Don't let me down. Oh, thank you, Angel.
Right.
Thank you. And he called, which I think is atrocious, but at least we can probably see a flop. Yeah. Yeah. My money's on 10-7.
I don't know now. My money's on 9-5 here. Let the big blind see a free flop.
Four-way limp pot.
It's our first lip pot of the stream.
Oh, 10-7 with a double gutter. Top pair, top kicker for high.
A lot of catching up to do for Richard.
Double gutter and over. Angel. Even though Richard's holding 2 of the cards you want, I think we're going to go to at least a turn.
Yep, Angel going to stick around, and off we go to the turn.
A 9. Oh,
Does end up with a pair of 7s.
9-5 would have, you're right, the big blind would have won this hand.
Yep, I told you. Been around the block a couple times in tournament play, but... And one thing I've always learned, if you let the big blind check his option, they screw you more times than not.
I think Angel thinks he had showdown value, and I don't. Yeah, I don't think you have showdown value there with the 7. I think you have to bet. If he doesn't miss flush draw, he's gonna fold anyways. But you're just targeting top pair. And that's gonna be a hard call for high too.
It is, very much so. And with that pot, correct me if I'm wrong, now every player is up over $1 million in chips.
Yeah, that's chip stacks evening out a little bit. I do think if Angel just, you know, purely based on what we saw, if Angel, you know, had to open the 10-7 suited, he just probably would have won the hand. And 10-7 would have won.
And then 10-7's a shoe-in.
But at least
I
he
don't know.
saw
I think Miss Korea is going to stick around with ace-9 of hearts.
Still would have won the hand,
Oh, yeah.
I think.
I'm not saying that it wouldn't have. I'm just saying she would have stuck around a little longer.
Uh-oh. A good blackjack hand versus a double down blackjack hand.
13, a good blackjack hand. What kind of blackjack
It's 11.
are you playing?
It's 11. 11
You said-
and
oh,
18.
18. Okay,
I said a
sorry.
good one.
All
versus-
right. There we go. Okay. I was going to say, man, we need to go to Lake Charles now.
I was just there a week ago.
Did not offer to take me. Unreal.
It was, if you want to come next time.
No, I don't even want the invite anymore.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm just kidding.
It was,
I really do.
It was an interesting trip. It was
How
fun.
so?
Their new player bonus out there was insane. So, my fiance, or my wife now, which is
So much space.
what happens.
Yeah, it happens every now and then. Yeah.
She'd never been to Lake Charles before, and if your first $500 in losses at LaBerge, they give you back to you in slot play.
Oh wow.
But she obviously didn't lose. She won like $150.
Okay.
Because, you know, first time to a casino, you can't lose.
You can't lose your first
can't lose.
time.
It's
No.
not.
C5 raise,
I'm pretty sure there's something that rigs it.
125. 7 fold.
And my guilty pleasure at the casino is still that little dumb horse track with the plastic horses.
Plastic horse that
Yes.
go around.
That is my happy place, man. I'll buy into that for $100 and I'll spend 6 hours at that machine. I love that thing.
That's pretty good if you could buy it for $100 and spend 6 hours.
Oh, the trick is to just hedge your bets so you're only winning like $1 or $2 every race, but pick the favorite and then 3 or 4 other horses to finish with it and 1, 2, and you win a good deal of the time.
Hi, getting
Wow.
spicy.
I'll say. I mean, you could double down on this one too, but they're gonna have to call a floor manager for it. It's a double on a hard 12.
If you've ever watched a blackjack tournament happen in action, you see the funniest things ever because it doesn't matter.
yeah.
You're trying to accumulate chips. So
I think watching slot tournaments is some of the funniest things ever. Watching all these people slapping the machine as if it'll do something for them.
I've never watched a slot tournament. Is Korea a little suspicious? Hasn't mucked her ace high yet.
I'd be suspicious too here.
And it's not an unusual sizing. It's more unusual, I think, that he didn't go all in. Oh
go.
my goodness.
Answer, yes. We're
And
going a
I'm
big
curious
pot.
as to what flop she's going to fold.
I don't think there is much. We go to said flop, and this is not going to be the flop
The
to
gutter,
fold.
yeah,
Nope.
all in, and you made it this far. You have to call.
Yep, here we go. So all in and at risk is high. Miss Korea.
Oh, that's a set of.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that's a lot different
Okay.
than.
All right, so Miss Korea needing to catch a 3 or running ace-5 instead. Now we go to the river. She needs a 3. Only a 3 will do. And she can't do it. Wow. Miss Korea down to $1 million in chips and high, moving into second in chips.
What a roller coaster for high.
I'll say.
Big stack to shortest stack to medium stack to big stack again. It's a big double up, but now everyone's still. I mean, Miss Korea's still got $1 million.
Yeah, everybody's still in striking distance.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex optional. Late reg, final table. Let's do it all out at one time.
Crusher just saying hi to his friends.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Hooker had a 10 wholesome moments. The moment he saw his cat appear on that screen he was on not too long ago, that's got to be number one. His eyes
That's
widened. He
awesome.
was like a little kid reaching for the cat.
I can relate to that. Not that I've been in that situation, but the animals are great.
That's so brutal.
Thank you, Ben Short.
Man, the chips have been flying around. Richard nursing his short stack now. In danger. Watching all these chips fly. Oh, yeah, hi. Don't do it. Oh, no. I know you were dominated, but no.
How am I gonna bring it? I'll let you go.
I don't want to be that guy. I'm never that guy.
And let's see.
Well, I only bought it up
Richard's a
earlier.
double up through Angel in this case. I mean, that's going to bring pretty much everybody
I don't want to bring it
just
up.
about even. I mean, the shortest stack would be 1.2 at that point. There's still a lot of interesting things that can happen for sure.
Dirty diaper, not going to do it. Let that one go. Next, we're suited. Not going to come in for a raise. I think she's getting close to the limit.
It's probably because I didn't eat.
Oh, Jack, we could have had Jack 4 on Jack 4
I
minus.
ate lunch. Yeah.
Really flop we go. King and I. 2 hearts.
The lead here from Miss Korea.
Oh, yeah.
Probably one big blind. Yep, and that's going to be it. Richard. Just over almost 13 big blinds now.
Just a little bit. It's just one stack.
And Angel sitting at the top.
Yeah, now y'all can do whatever y'all want. I don't care.
Oh,
See,
Angel
now he's
saying,
like, yeah, sure.
Angel saying, y'all can ICM if y'all want.
Wow.
I'm shocked.
And too rarely will the big stack advocate for ICM.
I'm picking up super premium.
Yeah.
100.
Makes it 100 grand to go.
I still remember the first time I saw tournament poker on TV. I thought it was dollars, not. And I was like, good lord, how rich are these people?
If I lose this one, I'm straight going on tilt.
Oh.
That's the best scenario for you guys, actually.
Angel gonna see the flop.
Queen
with-
high would be disaster.
Oh yeah, Queen Jack of Hearts. Waiting to see what's going on here, and wow, it's a jack
Oh,
on the
it was
board, ace on the
domination,
turn.
rotation, and re-rotation.
Oh boy,
I'll take river.
board
Hey.
still reading is incorrect.
Angel down to 2 outs, 2 jacks.
You got that 100,000?
And he said he's going to go on monkey tilt if he loses.
Yeah. We did it too fast. Yeah. You know, we're supposed to think about it.
Yeah, but at this stage, it's just auto play.
Boy, oh boy, what is going on here?
They're trying to fix the graphics.
There we go. All right. Monkey tilt. Here we come. Just 100, he says.
That's a reasonable price. I don't think Angel can actually call this. When it goes check on the flop, bet turn, bet river. I wonder if Angel's thinking about raising. Good fold. Yeah. Never.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now you can.
I only
There-
won 100 from you.
I almost bet the flop.
They're gonna look at ICM now.
Boy, oh boy.
I swear I hate it. I hate it when
Don't want to check it?
Yeah, just check the ICM. Just see what
All right, so we're gonna get a look at the ICM numbers.
I only won at 100.
Boy, this is unheard of four-handed on a tournament stream like this. Normally we play this down at 3 places, then ICM. I've seen 3 before, but
3 makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah.
Let's count chips, guys.
all right. So for those unfamiliar with how ICM chops work, the process is going to be they're going to count all the chips. They're going to then put those into a direct correlation with the amount of total chips in play in respect to the total prize pool. And then based on the equity they've accrued in their stacks, that would be the assigned payouts per player. So right now, if it were to stand, regardless of the chip counts, Angel would be taking home first place. It would be
No, I think High
you're
just
right.
switched
High
it.
did just take over. So High be taking first place, Angel in second, Miss Karina in third, and Richard will be taking home the 4th spot. We'll wait to see just what those numbers are. It's a beautiful thing, too. You don't have to bring out the paper and do any calculus anymore to get this done. You just put an app on your phone, you type in the stacks, and then enter it, and it spits out exactly what the chop would be.
Rebel, I think you're gonna agree with me when I say only chop when the amount of money you're chopping is more money than in your bank account.
Words to the wise. Words to the wise.
All right, guys, I'm going to start around the table, starting from here and work around the table this way.
That's just name.
1.295.
1.295.
So just getting some chip counts in. Not ready to hear the numbers just yet. Well, while they get those numbers in, let's go ahead and take one more look at what's coming up in spring. Back after that.
Poker Tour rolls into Texas Card House Spring from November 10th through 22nd, with numerous big events featuring the $500,000 guaranteed main event. For full schedule, structures and details, visit texascardhouse.com.
1.810.
1.810.
One of the things I at least when I see or any chop happens, I like watching is when they leave a little bit on the side.
These numbers
to play for.
what they do is they
Play like a little
generate
four-handed
actual
and go for a
dollars
grand or
and
something.
cents. We round to
$500.
just so you know. So it's either
All right, let's listen in.
Okay, so these are going to be the numbers starting from here and working around the table this way. It's going to be 7,478, 5,404, 8,510, 8,376.
I'm good with it.
So the only thing is I need everybody to throw a chip into the middle if they agree with it.
Now, Angel, will he agree?
I'm not good. Whatever. I'm not going to be like that.
Okay.
There you go. So Angel does end up winning it.
Guys,
So the payouts are as such: $8,000, 510 to Angel, $8,000, 320 to High, $7,000 and change to Miss Korea, and $5,000 and change to Richard. So when you take a look here, yeah, Richard for 4th, he made about $1,400 more than he should have. So I think it's a good chop regardless. You know, you're getting second place money. in first and second place, basically. I just think it's a good chop. I actually do agree with this chop at this point.
I don't mind it.
He wanted to double up, but he got 3,000 more.
I kind of hate it.
That's more than fair. So that's going to end everything for us this evening. Again, from all of us here at TCH Live, my broadcast partner Dave Thomas, our executive producer David Lagana, I am